Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Laura V. Thank you guys so much for watching today. So in today's video, I did want to go ahead and do a glam get ready with me for Valentine's Day look. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I did go ahead and use a few new products. So if you guys want to see what I use that's new, go ahead and keep watching. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to my channel if you are not already, as well as comment down below and let me know what you guys are doing for Valentine's Day, if you guys are looking to recreate this look or just wanting to do a more subtle Valentine's Day look, whatever it is. If you guys want to comment down below and let me know what you guys are doing, I would really enjoy talking back with you guys and, you know, just seeing what you guys are doing. Thank you guys so much for watching, so let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, so for today's look, I am going to be using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition palette, and I do have the first one. I didn't end up getting the second one that came out after this because I mean I already like this one. I have no issues with this one. I love the top row, I love all of the colors, so I figured why not go ahead and use this again. I haven't used it in a minute, so it does have a lot of pinky and red tone colors. So for this look I wanted to stay in these colors right here, mainly those three colors. And so yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and create something for Valentine's Day with this look, or with this palette. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I do have my eyebrows done. I always do my eyebrows off camera because it does take me a minute, and I'm trying to get a new routine down for my eyebrows. I've been sucking at them for so long that I'm just like, okay, get back to it, take your time. So yeah, so that's the process right now. I'm gonna take this Morphe, I believe it's the I'm not sure, the letters wore off, but it's not the M441. I think it's the M443 brush. No, you know what? It's the M441 brush. The M443 brushes, I think I have two of those right here. Yeah, so this is going to be the M441 brush. And I'm going to go ahead and take this brush and go into this light shade of pink right here in the palette. And this is the shade Shy. And this powder, this palette does have a little bit of kick up, but it's not something that I mind. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that shade. And I'm just going to take that into the crease area and just build a nice crease area up with this shade. Okay, so now that I have that shade Shy built up to my liking, I'm going to go ahead and go into the shade Flamingo and start packing that on the outer and inner crease of the eye look. So I'm going to go into the shade Flamingo with the Morphe M514 brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of this and start working that into the inner and outer crease of the eye. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into that first shade that we used with the same brush, and that shade was Shy in the palette, and I'm going to go back into it just to start blending these two colors together, making sure that I'm not losing that first shade that we had put down, just so we can see a nice gradient. And just make sure you guys are taking your time with this if you are creating this look as well, and just take your time. I know pink's like very intimidating, and I mean, it's like an intimidating color to work with. I used to never go towards colors. This is actually, I love pink, so this is actually something that I've been like playing with in, like, I want to say the last couple of weeks I've been playing with a lot of pinks. I really am enjoying working with the pinks and seeing what kind of looks I like. So this was one of the looks that I did like, so I wanted to share that with you guys for Valentine's Day. If you guys did want to work with pinks or this palette, or you guys have any other palettes that have these shades in them, So now I'm going to go in with the Morphe M562, and it's this nice small detail brush. I'm not sure if that's showing up on camera much, but it is a nice small detail brush. So I'm going to take this, and now I'm going to be going into the next shade in the palette. And it is in the shade Man Eater, and it's this beautiful red color right here in the palette. So I'm going to start taking this and building up that outer corner and inner corner area. I do want this to be a nice bold look. Okay, so now that I worked that red shade in the shade Man Eater into the inner and outer crease, I'm going to go ahead and go into the second brush that we use, which is the M514 Morphe brush. And I'm going to go into that second shade as well, which is the shade Flamingo in the palette, which was that little bubblegum pink color. And I'm just going to work this right here just so we don't lose that, that shade in that crease area. And I'm just going to blend the red out as much as possible. Okay guys, so it is going to look a little bit messy before it starts to look really nice. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of brightness on the under eye. And I'm going to use a matte shade for that. So I'm going to go in with this flat brush right here, and I'm going to go into the cream shade in the palette. And it is the shade Bay. So it's going to be this kind of cream white shade right here in the palette. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that under the brow so we don't kind of lose that transition from our brow to all these pink colors. So don't be afraid if you guys start losing the little spot in between your eyes. I'm going to go ahead and go in with concealer and just kind of carve out that crease area. Well, not the full crease, I'm just going to carve out the little halo part of the eye. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll get back on camera. Okay, so I already have my halo already done with the Born This Way Too Faced concealer. So I just went ahead and applied a little bit on the kind of like the middle part of the eye. Like I said, it wasn't going to be perfect. I just wanted to go ahead and create that kind of that area so I know where I'm going to be placing the next color. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the shade right here in the palette, and it is the shade Angelic. And I'm just going to take that on my Luxie, what is this, the small shader brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of that shade and just take it on the brush. It does have a little bit of fallout, so I'm going to go ahead and spray that with a little bit of setting spray. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking a little bit of Man Eater in the palette as well as Flamingo, and I'm just going to start meshing those colors together, making sure that there's not like a visible line where the colors separate. I just want to start kind of combining the colors so it kind of just flows. And I'm just going to be taking it on this M562 brush again. So that's all I'm going to be doing, is just kind of blending the colors together so there's not that harsh line. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of that and kind of just pat it in the middle, the center of the eye. So now I'm going to go ahead and go back into that small brush and just kind of do the same thing and bind those colors together. So this eye look is a lot of going back and forth and blending. And I'm just going to go back into the shade Man Eater and Flamingo in the palette. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is go ahead and add a little bit of liner and mascara, and I'll be back with you guys to apply some lashes. Okay, so I already added a little bit of liner and mascara. I did go ahead and use my Lash Sensational by Maybelline, as well as the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise liquid eyeliner. So I went ahead and used these two for my eyeliner and my eyelashes. So the lashes that I'm going to go in with today are new, well, new to me, and in the style I Do Not Care, and these are by Violet Voss. So I'm going to go ahead and try these out for the first time today, and we'll see how I like them. I do like that they're a little bit spiky looking, so hopefully it does go with this look. And I'm going to go ahead and apply lash glue to these. The lash glue I am going to go in with is my Kiss Lash glue adhesive, and this is in the shade Clear. And while the glue dries down a little bit, I'm going to go in with my Smashbox eyeliner, and I'm just going to take that on the upper lashes for now. Okay, so I already went and applied my lashes. So they were a little bit difficult to apply. The lash band's kind of thick, so I wouldn't recommend them for beginners. I did struggle a little bit with it, and I apply lashes every day. So I did kind of struggle a little bit with it, and they weren't as voluminous as I wanted them to be, or kind of spiked out. I would consider these a little bit more natural for me, but I do like that it does showcase the eyes and how the makeup does look. So the next thing I want to go in with is primer. So the primer that I'm going to be using today is the No Problem, I think that's how you say it, Problem primer. And I did get this in my BoxyCharm. It is new to me. I haven't used it before. So I wanted to go ahead and try it out with this look. So I did want to go ahead. It does come in a pump form. So I'm going to take a little bit of that on my fingertips, and I'm just going to go ahead and rub them together and just start patting them where I would need it the most, where I get more pores. So I'm just going to start smoothing that out in this area because my pores do show a lot on the sides of my face, as well as my nose and my chin area. And it feels really soft. It does feel like one of those silicone primers, but I don't use those too often, but I have a feeling I'm gonna like this one. I have heard a lot of good things about this primer, and I am going to be going in with a new foundation today. So hopefully they work together well. But yeah, it does feel a little bit silicone-y, not too bad. It kind of feels like moisturizing and cooling to the face. And that feels really good. makes my skin feel really smooth. I am having a bit of a breakout. I think it's because I've been using a lot of makeup lately and I haven't given my skin time to breathe, but I will be doing that soon. The foundation that I'm going to be using today is the Revolution Makeup, and I haven't used this before. It does say it's a full coverage foundation and it's in the shade F8. Like I said in my last video, it was under C8, so if you guys are looking for this shade, it is C8. Hopefully I did color match myself well. I don't know, I was in the store, so I really been wanting to pick this up, so hopefully it does match me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unwrap it. Like I said, it is new. I haven't used it yet, so I'm actually really excited to use this. If I really like this, this is gonna be my new favorite drugstore foundation. I haven't found too many. I think I have like 5 that I like so far, but it's always good to have drugstore favorites because it's a lot cheaper, and why not if they work. So it is in a frosted bottle, and it does have this pink, really cute packaging. So I'm gonna go ahead and open that up really quick. And as you guys can see, I'm sure you guys have seen this before, it does have this kind of wand with it. It's kind of like the wand you guys get in the Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my face, and I'm going to be using my Morphe sponge, so I'm just going to dot it all over my face. And hopefully I color matched myself right. I'm not too sure. So I'm going to start with one side of my face. And I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe sponge and just start patting that in. Okay, so that is how the foundation looks. I do like it. I do think it's very full coverage. I'm not sure if I love it yet. I'll let you guys know later on. I will continue to keep using it because I don't want to say that I love it because I'm not sure. I have only used it this time, so I will let you guys know. As far as the color matching, I think this is the best that I can do because if I go a shade lighter, I feel like it's going to be too light, and if I go a shade darker, it's going to be too dark. So I feel like this is okay. It's not the best shade matching, but it is, it does match quite well. Hopefully it doesn't oxidize. So I don't have a new concealer to show you guys, so I'm just going to be using the Born This Way concealer. This is one of my favorites. Okay, so I went ahead and blended out my concealer. Honestly, I like these two together. I love how the foundation does look on the skin. So hopefully this is a good duo because I do use this for everything. So hopefully by the end of this video, I can let you guys know more on how I like the foundation. And I am going to be going in with a new powder today. So I went ahead and picked up this Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. This is the Light as Air Setting Photo Soft Finish for All powder, and this is in the shade Butter. And I really have been wanting to try this out, you guys. I did go ahead and pick up the Hourglass one. I still haven't used that one. I will use it in a future video, but I have been wanting to try this one out. This is a Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder, and like I said, it is in the shade Butter, so hopefully I like it. Let's go ahead and open it up and see. I can show you guys how this looks. I'm sure you guys have seen this everywhere, but this is how the packaging does look, you guys. How pretty is that? And it does say Fenty Beauty on the front of it, and it's a pretty big setting powder size, which I really like that about this because Other powders are more expensive and they have less than this, I feel like. And that is how it looks. It does have the shade name on the bottom, and it is in this nice like octagon shape, which I really like. And I haven't tried out any of her products yet, so I'm very excited to try this out. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Like I said, I haven't used it, so it does still have the little sticker on top. And this did come with a kind of a stopper inside, so I will be using this. It's just a little stopper, and it does have her Fenty Beauty on there, her little monogram. But I will be using it as a stopper so it doesn't let out too much powder. And I'm just going to go ahead and take that sticker off. I'm actually really excited to use this. And I'm going to pour a little bit into the back of the cap, the inside of the cap. Smells good. It does have a scent. I feel like it has a good scent to it. I went ahead and poured a little bit of that into the cap. And I'm just going to go ahead and retouch my concealer a little bit so there's no creasing going on. And I'm going to take this side of my sponge and just go ahead and put it into the powder and pick up a little bit of that powder. This does have a scent to it, you guys. It smells really, really good. I'm not sure what it is, but it smells kind of like I don't know. It kind of brings back memories for me, if that's weird. I don't know what it smells like. It smells really good though. I like it. So I'm just going ahead and pressing that into the skin. And I'm going to go ahead and do the sides of my nose as well. Because you guys, this is a Glam Valentine's Day. It's nothing natural about it. So we're going to snatch our face. So far, I really do like the powder. I feel like it does kind of filter your face out. I don't know if it's the primer or it's the foundation or the powder, but I feel like it made my face look very filtered and really, really nice. Of course, you can see some bumps from my acne, but other than that, like if you look close up right here, it looks really, really filtered, very smooth. So I don't know which product it is. I'm gonna have to use them on their own, but it does look really nice. I like the scent of the powder. So far I like the powder. We'll see when we wipe it away. But yeah, so far I'm liking everything that I'm using. And I do have a new bronzer to use, you guys. As you guys seen in my last video, I did go ahead and pick up the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze Coconut Perfect Tan bronzer in the shade Tantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and use this today just because I've been wanting to use it since I bought it. And it does look like this, you guys. I'm sure you guys have seen it before. And you do go ahead and get a huge mirror with it. And this is how the bronzer looks. So I'm going to go ahead and use this today to contour and bronze. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with this brush right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pat that inside of the powder and pick up a little bit of that bronzer. That's such a pretty color. This side looks better because I don't have a big old breakout like on this side, but it does look really good. Like this side is like my good side right now because this side's broken out like a ton. But I love the shade. You guys, the shade is so pretty. It's not too much and it's not too light. I feel like it's like the perfect shade for me, which is so bad because I'm gonna have to repurchase this when it does run out. But it's really pretty. It's like not too orange and not too cool tone. It's like literally the perfect shade. Now I'm going to pick a little bit up of that bronzer and start contouring my nose a little bit. I'm not going to contour too much just because I suck at contouring my nose. So I'm just going to pick a little bit up on this brush. Now I'm just going to take a little bit more of that setting powder and I'm just going to go ahead and carve out my cheek area. And I'm just going to take this big fluffy brush and kind of wipe away all that under eye powder that I have. Now I'm just going to go ahead and go into my Smashbox blush palette. And I did buy this maybe, I think it was like last year Christmas edition. And it does come with a ton of different blush options as well as a highlight and a bronzer. But I think I am going to go ahead and go in with this shade right here in the middle. And that is in the shade True Pink Berry. And I'm just going to go ahead and add that as a blush. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and apply a new highlighter, and this is the Pretty Vulgar Shimmering Swan highlighter in the shade, in the number 126 Glow Up. And that is so pretty, you guys. I did receive this in my BoxyCharm this month. This is how the highlighter does look. I haven't used it yet, so it is new to me. And I'm going to go ahead and apply this and see how it looks. Now I'm going to go ahead and set my face with a little bit of this setting spray really quick. And then I'm going to go back in and finish the under eyes just because I feel like my face is feeling a little bit dry from all of that powder. Okay, so now I'm going to be dipping back into my Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition palette, and I'm just going to be using the same shades on the lower lash line, except for I'm going to be applying this one first in the shade Sandalwood, just to kind of combine everything together so it's not too much of the pink and red tone. Clean it up. And you just want to create that little kind of cleanup right wherever it fell out. And I always get kind of messy with my mascara, so I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of mascara while this powder is still on so it doesn't stick to the lower lash line. And this time I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Falsies Push Up Drama Mascara. I like this one for the lower lash line because of the brush that it does have. It has kind of a spiky, skinny brush to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that for the lower lash line. I'm just going to take that with the tip of my finger and just apply it on the inner corners of the eyes. And I feel like my fingers blend it out a little bit better than a brush would. So I went ahead and applied a little bit of that to the inner corner of the eye. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. And I'm just taking that on my fingertip, just so it's not so dark on the inner corner of the eye. I want to brighten that up a little bit. And while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and do the lips. And I don't have anything new for the lips. I am just going to go ahead and go in with my Makeup Forever lip liner. And this is in the shade Whatever Walnut, in the shade 606. First, I'm going to take Pure Hollywood from Anastasia of Beverly Hills, and then I'm going to top it with a little bit of this one. This is in the shade Naked, as well as apply a little bit of gloss over that. And this is the Cargo Cosmetics gloss in the shade Taos. It's Taos. And take my little brush and go ahead and just start wiping away that under eye powder. And I'm going to take a little bit of the Smashbox eyeliner on the lower lash line. Okay guys, so this is going to be the completed Valentine's Day Glam tutorial. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this look. If you guys did like it, go ahead and give my video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, as well as share this video with whoever you know. Comment down below in the comments what you guys want to see next. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I truly appreciate you guys, and I hope that you guys did like how everything did go ahead and turn out. I love my bronzer. I'm so happy with it. I'm pleased with the shade, how it looked, so I'm glad that I did go ahead and pick that up. I really also like the Fenty Beauty powder that I did buy. I love the way that it looks. I love the way that it made my skin feel. I really think that this does filter your skin out. I do have a ton of breakouts, but other than that, I bet when my skin is really clear, it will show up really pretty. I also love this Morphe spray. I'm really glad that I did go ahead and pick this up. I love the way that it set my face. It wasn't all like splotchy or anything like that. So I really do like that, as well as the No Problem or Problem primer. I did like this. This is from Touch and Soul, and it did come in my BoxyCharm. I really did enjoy this. If you guys have a chance to try it out or maybe get a sample in Sephora, I do recommend for you guys to do that. I will keep using this and let you guys know what my thoughts are on it. But for now, I love the way that everything came together. I'm not sure if it was this, the powder, or the foundation that made everything look good. But so far, all three of these, I love the way that they combined, how they made my skin look. And with this, so far, from what I can see, I really like how the foundation looks. It's kind of a matte foundation, but it did take away a lot of my pores. It's very full coverage, and I do really like it. So far, I really do like this. I like the shade that I chose. I mean, it's a little bit dark, but it's not too bad. I head and lighten it up with my concealer, so I'm not mad at that. So I feel like I chose the right shade, especially for my skin tone. It's a little bit harder for me to choose a shade because I am more yellow toned, but if I go a shade lighter, it is going to fit me really, really white and my face is going to be ghostly. So I feel like this was the correct shade to go with. So I really like this. I will continue to use it and let you guys know how I feel about it. What else did I use? I think it was just the powder, the foundation, and the primer. Oh, and the lashes. The lashes, I did go ahead and like them. I don't, like I said, I don't like love them. I do like them. I will continue to use them. But I like the way that they did end up looking with this look. I do have a little bit of glitter on my liner. Excuse that. But so far, this is the finished look. I thank you guys so much for watching, like I said. And make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys on the next one. Happy Valentine's Day to you guys. If you guys have a loved one that you guys want to spend it with, or a honey, or whatever, whoever you're spending Valentine's Day with, you guys enjoy it. If you're spending Valentine's Day by yourself and you want to go ahead and treat yourself, I do recommend that as well. You know, if you guys don't have a significant other, go ahead and spoil yourself. Go ahead and treat yourself. Take yourself to dinner, whatever the case may be. But go ahead and enjoy it. Enjoy your time. Enjoy yourself. Pamper yourself. Whatever you want to do for yourself that day. If you have friends that you want to spend it with, that's cool as well. But happy Valentine's Day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.